Although an EBS volume is usually attached to an EC2 instance when it is created, it's highly durable and can be detached and exist separately, independent of an EC2 instance. EBS volumes can be created when an EC2 instance is created, or separately on the EBS management page. EBS volumes can be attached to and detached from instances and can be used just like any other hard drive. You can run databases, create file systems, and move them between instances as required. You pay for the storage you provision, whether it's attached to an instance or not. So be mindful of idle EBS volumes and make sure they're needed before you maintain them for long periods of time. A lower cost alternative is creating a snapshot of the idle EBS volume and storing it in S3 to be restored if later you find it necessary. AWS EBS provides 4 storage volume types: 2 solid-state drives and 2 hard disk drives. The first is provisioned IOPS SSD, then general purpose SSD, throughput optimized HDD, and cold HDD, with hard disk drives coming in 2 to 3 times less than solid-state drives. Solid-state drives provide single-digit millisecond latency for transactional workloads like databases where performance depends on IOPS. And hard disk drives are for high-throughput workloads where the drive is expected to process large amounts of data measured in megabytes per second. Let's take a look at creating a snapshot from an EBS volume. So the EBS volume menu can be found under EC2. And once we get here, we're going to scroll down to Elastic Block Store and Volumes. You see we have 4 volumes currently active in this account. We're going to create a snapshot of the volume on top, the first volume here. So we're going to select it, go to Actions, and create snapshot. A description of the snapshot, let's call this DB backup. And we're going to say the environment is production. And we'll go ahead and create our snapshot. We've got a successful message. And once we've created our snapshot, we can find it under the Snapshots option in the EBS menu. And we see that we have one snapshot here, our 100 gig drive called DB Backup that was completed today. And that's how you create an EBS volume snapshot.